Hello friends and welcome to my channel. So today I am going to be updating my Pan Those Eyeshadows, and I am filming this the same day I am posting this, so I have to film, edit and upload, which will be a lot, but I'm so happy because I finished my exams. Yesterday I took my 10th exam and I crushed it. I am so happy. Now I can do whatever I want. I don't really know what to do because now I have so much time before I start working. So if you have any ideas, please leave them in the comments down below and let's see the progress. So, sadly, I didn't hit pan on the 5 eyeshadows I picked, but I hit pan on a lot of other shades. So, yeah, that's not how this was supposed to work, but that is how it turned out. So, I had pan in 5 eyeshadows and I had 115 eyeshadows. So that was 3.45% pan. Now I have pan in 11 eyeshadows, but I did add a palette in. So I went abroad just before Easter and I bought the Too Faced Natural Lust palette, and that is like 30 eyeshadows. So now I have 145. So now my pan percentage is 7.59. That is closer to what I wanted. I'm not sure I should like put a goal what I want to have in like December or at the end of the year. I'm really not sure because I don't really know how well I'm going to be able to pan these eyeshadows, because I have watched a lot of these videos and it's one of my favorite things to watch, and everybody is doing so great and hitting like pan in sometimes multiple eyeshadows, and I'm here just like, no, I didn't hit pan in the eyeshadows. But I hit pan in other shadows, and we're going to take that and be grateful and be really happy. So I think I'm just going to start by showing you the pans I have instead of like showing you the other shadows, because I don't have pan in them, and pan is exciting. So first I have this eyeshadow from Colourpop. I'm gonna scooch so you can see, and like it's not a big pan and I really didn't use it that much. It was just like, because all the shadows I have in like the bunch I have are really warm, and this one is cooler, so I really enjoyed that one just because they are like really warm and kind of dark. So I'm really quick having like a really dramatic eyeshadow look, and this one just is really natural and I like it for that. I really didn't use it that much before I hit pan. I had a really good dip. Then, as you know, I hit pan in Lala. I am so happy about that, and yeah, that means I have one less Super Shock shadow to hit pan on. I also have so much progress in my like pan palettes. It's crazy. So I have the Colourpop palette, and as you can see like in the close-up, I have hit pan on 3 shades. So that is a lot. happy about that. These are also like the other Colourpop. They are powdery, but they are really pigmented as well. And yeah, Pan is a pan, even though they are powdery. I also have Pan in my Clinique palette, and I am so happy about that because it looked like I hadn't even touched the palette, and it had been in like my palette for quite some while. So we have a lot of Pan. I also have just the Essence palette, but that is all like from the last update. These are all the pans I have. I feel like I'm not doing this in the correct order. I should have started with like the eyeshadows I am panning, but whatever. We're doing it this way now. And so let's actually look at what we're here to look at. So let's start with the single shadows. So the first one is New Terrain, and you are really far back, but I will put like a close-up, but I really hope you can see that there is quite a bit of dip in it, but like I don't want to say I can hit Pan because I'm not sure, but I really want to hit Pan on this one before the next update, and I think it might be possible if I use it consistently, because I have quite a bit of dip in it and it's not like super deep, the pan, so maybe, hopefully. Then I have a Wake Up Call from Colourpop. As you can see, I also have a good dip in this one, but yeah, no pan. And it is pretty powdery, but it's also kind of densely packed. I don't know how that works, but yeah, it's weird. The only thing is that it's really similar to like the warm transition shade in my Colourpop palette that I'm panning as my palette palette. So I'm kind of just using this one now, and then I can continue to focus on that one. So yeah, it's not the best because I can only use one at a time, but yeah, it is pretty good, and I think it is actually decent progress. And on to the Yes Please palette. Oh, can you see how dirty it is? Is it just me, or does everyone get their makeup really dirty? It is like, it's disgusting, and I pretty much have just used it for a month because it really was pretty much untouched before I put it in this. But I had 3 shades in this. The first one we drew is Louie, and it is like a reddish coral color, maybe kind of orange. And as you can see that I have used it. You can see a bit of wear on it, but it's not that much. And yeah, I don't think it really fits with GNO. That is another color that I am panning. So it's been like kind of hard because if I'm using Louie, I can't use GNO, and well, I can use the Wake Up Call from Colourpop and maybe the New Terrain shade from Coastal Scents to like deepen up, but then I have to reach into something else, so I can't use a lot of them at once. So yeah, because I tend to pan slowly, because both I don't wear eyeshadows all the time, I don't wear makeup all the time. Like, I've had exam season and I've either worn no makeup at all or done like pretty much a full face. So yeah, I can't really say how much I use them, and I don't know like next month how much I'm going to use them. I'm going to be working, so I really can't wear as bold of a look as like just at home. So I think the progress is going to be slow in like, yeah, in Louie, Bling, and maybe G&O as well. So yeah, you can see I've used it, but it really doesn't have a good dip. It has the tiniest one. Then we have Bling, and that is this color over here. And as you can hopefully see as well, I have worn it, I have used it, but there isn't a dip per se. So yeah, same as this one, I have it on today and I really like it, but it is a dramatic eye look. It's not a everyday eye look. So it is going to be slow. I think I might want to focus a bit on Louie though, because like it is getting warmer, it's getting more like summery. So that one is really fits with that, but Bling, as beautiful as it is really dark. So yeah, it's not the greatest, but we work with it, and if they're going to be for many months, then so be it. We're working on them, we're making progress, and that is what matters. And lastly, it is G&O. This is it here. So you really should be able to see a dip in this one. It is really small because it is so densely packed. Like I have the Colourpop shadow Wake Me Up as a single, and that has a lot more like kick up than this one. It is so densely packed. I have used it like almost every time I'm doing a look. I have used it. I've worn warm eyeshadows pretty much all month when I'm wearing eyeshadows, of course. So I feel kind of discouraged that we see so little progress on that one. I know it's not as exciting as watching like a lot of other people's Pan Those Eyeshadows because everybody's doing so great, and I'm so happy for people that they are actually using up their, well, not using up, but hitting pan on their eyeshadows, and I really hope I can get into a groove where I can hit maybe one a month. That would be so great, but I have just recently, like in the past few months, at the beginning of the year, I think, I didn't have any palettes, and now I bought a lot of Colourpop palettes. I have 4 now, and some singles, and then I bought the Natural Lust palette. So I have a lot of eyeshadows that have literally no wear. Like some of them I've never used, and some of them I've used once, so it's pretty much new eyeshadow. So I have to be kind to myself and think about that I am starting to use them and I can't expect a pan in a month. So yeah, but I am really happy that I have, like, if you look at this palette, you can kind of see that I have actually used it. I've used every shade except for the 2 browns. Otherwise, I've used every shade at least once. So I am really happy. I like this project because I actually use other shades. That is so much better than I was doing with like my Pan palettes, because then I was only using them and I felt kind of guilty if I used something else. But as with this, I am also using like my collection. I haven't been using like other things, but I've been using this palette a lot. So that's more than I was doing before, and I'm really happy with that. So that's it for this video. Please, I do not recommend wearing this if you're gonna raise your arms a lot, because it will not stay on your shoulders. Or yeah, it will stay on your shoulders. That is not what I asked. My shoulders want to breathe. But, so this is it for today. I don't know if I'm okay anymore. I've studied so much. I've done like almost nothing but study for the last few weeks, and like please, if you have any suggestions, something to do, something fun, please let me know, because I really want to do something. Please, if you enjoyed this video, give it a thumbs up, and if you want to keep following along, please subscribe if you haven't already. I have Pan Those Eyeshadows, I have a Finish 19 in 2019, and I have Project Polish, as well as Shop My Stash, and all kinds of different videos. Also, if you have any ideas, video ideas, please leave them in the comments down below. I would love to chat, and yeah, that's it. I really hope you have an amazing day, and I will see you in my next one. Bless, bless!